Early cars faced a big challenge: how to mix fuel and air just right for combustion. The solution? The carburetor, a device that turns gasoline into a fine mist and blends it with air. This mixture is what powers the engine, making the car move. The first patent for a carburetor-like device came in 1826, but Carl Benz's 1885 surface carburetor really set things in motion. Benz's design let air pass over gasoline, picking up vapor to feed the engine. It was simple, but it worked, and it changed everything. Think of a carburetor like a perfume atomizer. It sprays fuel into fast-moving air, using the Venturi effect. As air rushes through a narrow section, it creates low pressure, drawing fuel from the float bowl. The float bowl keeps fuel at the right level using a float and valve, just like a toilet tank. This ensured a steady supply of fuel for the engine. No computers, no sensors, just clever mechanics and physics. The carburetor was the heart of early engines, making cars reliable and practical. Its simple, robust design made motoring possible for everyone. This was the foundation for the automotive revolution. The carburetor's genius was in its simplicity. After Benz, inventors worldwide raced to improve the carburetor. Wilhelm Maybach's 1893 spray carburetor was a breakthrough, using a float and jet to spray fuel directly into the airstream. This design became the standard for decades. In America, the Holley brothers made carburetors reliable and easy to fix, perfect for mass production. Their carburetors powered the Ford Model T and made cars accessible to everyone. Simplicity was key. A Model T carburetor could be fixed roadside with basic tools. As engines grew more powerful, carburetors added features like accelerator pumps and chokes for better performance and cold starts. These innovations made cars easier to drive and more responsive. The carburetor became the brain of fuel delivery, all through mechanical ingenuity. It connected drivers to their machines in a way that's rare today. The hands-on nature of carburetors made car ownership personal. This era defined the golden age of mechanical engineering. The carburetor was at the center of it all. The 1950s and 60s were all about horsepower, and carburetors ruled. 4-barrel carburetors arrived, offering both efficiency and explosive power when you floored the gas. Legendary names like Holley, Carter, and Rochester became synonymous with performance. The Holley 4150, Carter AFB, and Rochester Quadrajet set the standard for muscle cars. Multi-carb setups, dual quads, triple carbs looked wild and delivered serious power. Tuning these systems was an art, demanding skill and patience. Inside, carburetors grew more sophisticated, with jets, power valves, and air bleeds for precise fuel delivery. Getting the perfect tune was a badge of honor for gearheads. The carburetor put drivers in direct control of their engine's power. It was mechanical mastery, no computers, just hands and wrenches. The roar of a well-tuned carburetor defined an era. For performance enthusiasts, nothing else compared. The carburetor was the soul of the muscle car. Despite its brilliance, the carburetor couldn't keep up with new emissions standards. It relied on guesswork, not precision, and struggled as regulations tightened in the 1970s. Carburetors became tangled with hoses and sensors, losing their simplicity. The answer was electronic fuel injection, EFI. EFI used computers and sensors to deliver exact fuel amounts, adapting instantly to conditions. Cars started easier, ran smoother, and produced fewer emissions. By the late 1980s, carburetors disappeared from new cars. The last US carbureted car was the 1990 Subaru Justy. But the carburetor's legacy lives on. For a century, it powered everything from the first cars to muscle machines. It made cars accessible, repairable, and personal. The carburetor remains a symbol of mechanical ingenuity, a true icon of automotive history.